Good morning from a foggy and cloudy coastal town in Oregon. I am on a vacation with my husband, so I thought I would film a series of body weight workouts so that you too can enjoy workouts while you are on trips. So this is Bodyweight Blitz 2 in a series, and it's going to be a Tabata. So we are going to be using the Tabata timer that's on my phone. It's the Tabata Pro app. I've been using it for years. So we are going to do 4 rounds, 30 seconds per exercise with 15 seconds of a rest break going right into the next move. So we have 4 moves, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds between each move, and we're going to do that whole thing 4 times. And then that's our warm up, and then we're going to get into the rest of the workout with the same format, different moves, shorter rest period. So I am going to show you the 4 moves first, so that way when we get into the Tabata of the warm up portion, we can go right into it. So what we're going to do is marching jack. So I am just demoing right now, so don't start with me yet, other than maybe just practicing. So I am going to I'm going to lift here, down. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. Let's try that again. I'm going to lift this knee straight up, down, other knee up, down. This is what it will look like a marionette. Strings are being pulled straight up to the sky. So we're just going to drive the knee up. So that's marching jacks. And then prisoner good mornings. Fingertips are behind your ears. I'm going to spread my feet out just about shoulder width apart, turning sideways. I am going to hip hinge just like this, driving my hips back, keeping all 10 toes on the ground, or in this case, the sand, and then sliding lateral lunges. So I'm going to stay here in this big lunge position, and I'm going to drive my hips back, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to load. So again, I'm just demoing. So I'm going to slide like there's an electric fence above my head, and my hips are really just pushed back. Knee stays straight on this side. This knee is loaded, and I'm going to keep my chest and shoulders facing forward with my hips. So it'll look like this. And we'll do that for 30 seconds. And the last piece, we'll come down to the ground for either you can do tall planks on your hands or forearm planks on your forearms. And you can do these either on your toes or you can do them on your knees. So that would look like you're either here like this, butt tucked down, or you are on your knees like that. So you have options is my point. So what I'm going to do, I just had my phone on and it just turned itself off because I took too long. I have the Tabata already set up on my phone. This is what it looks like. So you're going to hear whoop, whoop, whoop. You're going to always hear sounds in the background. Between in the volleyball tournament that's happening, this and the ocean in the background, it should be make for a lovely workout. So anyway, here we go. I am going to press start, and we are going to get into our marching jacks. So I'm not going to count, but I will let you know where we are in time, just like this. So we're marching. We got 10 seconds left. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, I didn't set it for the correct time. Oh well, we're doing a 10-second rest. Sorry, everybody. And now prisoner good mornings. And here we go. So prisoner good mornings look just like this. So I'm going to draw my hips back. My fingertips are lightly touching the back of my head. If you do not want to do that, you can bring your hands across your chest like this. I am still watching the timer, and we've got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're on our break. Next one will be those sliding lateral lunges. Just realized the little beeper's not going off. There it goes. All right. So think electric fence. If you're someone whose knees are just not happy with moves like this, come up a little higher. And this way you're still loading your glutes and your hamstrings, you're loading the leg, but you're not stressing out your knees. Those of you who have a little more mobility, a little bit more action in your knees without stress, maybe it looks down here like this. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're standing up. You heard that beep, I'm sure. There's the buzzer. And then we're gonna go down onto, you can go forearm on your knees, or you can go plank, tall plank on your knees. I'm gonna hold in a tall plank on my toes, and we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. I'm gonna scoot up a little bit, there we go. I am set up next to sand dunes. Ocean, that is to my left, ocean to my right, and then a volleyball tournament happening in, it's the biggest sand tournament of its kind like this in the world. 4, 3, 2, 1, back to the top, back to the top. That was our first round of 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, marching jacks. Straight up. So your knee is gonna come straight up. Notice I'm not throwing my foot down. I'm just very fluidly moving up, side to side, getting a little stability in there. I am barefoot in the sand, so it adds a fun little extra bit of proprioception. 7, 6 or balance work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, you get a 10-second break. Prisoner, good mornings. So again, you can be here, you can be here. Oh, sorry, I'm all set up for the wrong thing. Sheesh, down we go. Okay, drive those hips back. All 10 toes are gonna really stay anchored to the floor or to wherever you're standing on right now. 18, just giving you a heads up here. Good work. We're coming out on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, I was counting too slow, 2, 1. Good job. Sliding lateral lunges. I'm really loving these this morning. I'm stiff from our long drive here from Washington to Oregon. And go. So I'm feeling pretty ready and lubricated. My hips and joints are. So I'm feeling like I can go a little lower. And keeping shoulders and hips facing forward throughout. So I'm not twisting in any way. I'm just gliding side to side. Doesn't matter what speed you go at for these. That's up to you. For now, we're gonna warm up, and this feels pretty good to me to go this pace. And tall or forearm planks. You can do tall on your knees, you can do forearm on your knees, or any one of those on your hands and out on your feet. So here we go. We're still working. This is the end of round 2. Good work. It is incredibly quiet out here right now, and I'm loving it. There's a seagull behind me, and there have been people going by with their beautiful dogs that I want to pet every one of. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom of the second. This one's the top of the third for my baseball people. So marching jacks. Hands are ready. And here we go. 2, 3. I am on a slight incline, or incline, I guess it is. So that should make a few of the upcoming moves fun. But I wanted to get out of the way of people, so we're tucked up against some sand dunes in a really beautiful spot next to some awesome sand dune grass. 8, or coastal grass it is. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Prisoner good mornings. Here or here works just fine. So I am going to put my hands back atop my head like I usually do, because it just feels nice to open up my chest. Good. So for those of you who are in the prisoner good morning, which is the hands on your head, really think about opening up your elbows to open up your chest. I'm really drawing my elbows back to do this. We've got 14 seconds left. 12, 11, there's 10, there's 9. Apparently I can't count when it's right in front of me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then sliding lateral lunges will be next. Get ourselves ready here. So make sure all 10 toes are facing forward, feet are parallel to each other. And here we go. Good job. One day I'll figure out how to connect the Tabata timer into the camera which would be really great. But I will get a timer eventually as I get more savvy with how I create my workout, the videos themselves in the editing process. We've got 9, 8, I know it's possible, I just gotta find it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, my darlings. And then either tall or forearm planks on your knees or on your toes. That's up to you. I'm gonna make sure that my hands are right over the top, my shoulders are right over the top of my wrists. So it looks like this, like that. I had to, because I'm on an incline, I had to get my hands just right in the sand, otherwise it feels weird. So I'm staying nice and stacked. One of the fun tricks about planks is that you can squeeze your glutes together and it helps give you a little lift. It helps engage the pelvic floor. It'll help squeeze your inner thighs, your adductors together, and then pulling your belly button into your spine helps to create a nice stable midline for this move. And we're working on building the endurance in that midline. That was the bottom of the third. Here is the last one, top of the fourth. And final, marching jacks. I bet some of you are thinking, why are these marching jacks tiring my arms out? Especially if you go faster, harder on these ones than I'm going. You might notice that these are like it's strangely mildly tiring, especially towards the end when we're on our fourth round. Oh, that was a little, I looked down at my timer. Here we go for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Prisoner good mornings here or here. Really lifting that chest up, whether you are in the vampire version or the coffin version, vampire version. Actually, I keep going wide, but you can go wide on the good mornings. There's another type of good mornings called sumo good mornings. So that would look more like this. It's a little more advanced, but I mean, only in terms of just having the stability and the hip mobility to pull yourself back up again. So we've got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, sliding lateral lunges. Last time for these last 2 things here, and then we're going to have 4 new moves to work with. And go. We're just sliding. I'm feeling even more mobile, so I'm going to come down a little lower than the last few rounds, just like this. So we're at 15 seconds to go. Good job. So I'm keeping my chest and shoulders and hips all facing forward, and I am just sliding back and forth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last thing for this whole round, and that is going to be our tall planks or forearm planks on your knees or on your toes. Keeping shoulders stacked over wrists. And I always kind of naturally, as I was saying in the last round, squeeze my butt cheeks together. And that just automatically pulls my midline into this whole move. So I am a little more rounded. I will come down to a little more flat position. You can be flat on these. I'm not super picky as long as I see nice active midlines and I don't see saggy arms. I don't see turtling of your neck below, your head below your shoulders. 2, 1. All right, we did it. That was our warm-up. So we're gonna do the same thing. Because I accidentally did not set this correctly for the rest time, now you know what 10 seconds of rest feels like. Some of my gals in class mostly call that 10 seconds of transition. It's more like your transition period. So we have 4 new moves. I'm gonna demo them, and then we're gonna get into it. Now this one, you could do 4 rounds, depending on if you have some time before breakfast or after breakfast, if you're on a trip, or you can go 5, 6, or 7, 8 rounds of this same 4. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna do just 4 rounds, but you can take this and go farther. A typical Tabata would be an 8-rounder. But you can do as few or as more than that if you would like, depending on the time and if you're feeling it that day or that morning or whenever you are doing this. So we have 4 new moves. We have the same setup, 30 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest / transition time. And then these moves are gonna be pulsing squats. So I am going to come down and I'm just gonna pulse. So I'm at the bottom half of my squat. From the side, it would look like this. This is my default bottom For those of you with more knee issues, feel free to bring your feet just underneath your shoulders and let your feet turn out however they would like. See my air squat demo if should you need a lot more help with this one and other modifications. But otherwise, you could be here. The idea is all your weight's gonna be really pressed back into the back half of your foot, but big toes are still plastered to the floor or the sand in this case to ensure that my pelvic floor is engaged, to ensure that I am not tilting backwards. So I'm still gonna keep my chest and shoulders tall. Again, watch the demo video. So those are pulsing squats. You can do these at any depth that makes sense for you. Find your depth and you're gonna hold that depth within about 4 inches or so. Maybe less if you've got the control. Beast knee taps are gonna look like this. So we did those planks to warm up for these. So I'm gonna start with my shoulders stacked over my wrists. My toes are going to be curled under me. My knees, for me, I can pull my knees pretty close to my hands. Not everyone can. So if you're more back here, then that's perfectly fine. I will just come up here for my purposes. And then those of you who need to, feel free to push your knees back, but keep your shoulders stacked over your wrists as possible. These can be done elevated. These can be done against a wall, on a box, the back of a couch, on a bed with your hands on the bed, with just little dips. So that way you are still protecting wrists that do not like being weight bearing like this. And then, so it would look like this, tap, tap, tap. I'm only coming up about 3 inches, maybe. Tap, tap, tap. So, and that's just over and over again. Speed skaters, we did those lateral sliders. This is gonna be fun on this incline. I did not choose wisely, but it's okay. So I'm making a little space. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna hop, pause, hop, pause, hop, pause. Now for those of you who need to step, load. I'm loading and pausing because I don't want it to be a controlled fall. I want every step you take or hop you take to be absolutely in control and under your command. So do not go faster if you lose control, regardless of step out or hop out. And then we're always gonna stay in that loaded position. That's why we stay down in the sliders, is so that you're loaded, loaded, loaded always. So if you're able, otherwise for those of you whose knees are not awesome, step. I just got step with a little bend. Step. You don't have to get down really low, protect the knees. And then we've got side plank, these 2 elbows. We're gonna do these per side. So it will look like this. I'm gonna be on my side plank, shoulders over the top of my elbow. I'm gonna lift nice and long and draw my knee, my elbow into my knee. For those of you who find this exceedingly difficult, you have another option, and that is hip dips with this, either this leg straight or this leg foot down supporting. You can tap down. We're gonna do that per side. All right, I do need to change the rounds on this one just because there is a per side option. There's a super cute lab off camera sprinting after birds right now. So cute. So I am changing this. We are gonna do again 4 rounds, but with 5 moves, purely because one of those is 2 sides. All right, so we have 30 on, 10 off. I think I'm gonna actually take my sweatshirt off because it's, coastal town, gets humid out here. So we're gonna do this. It is, trying to get past this mic here, really beautiful out here. All right, pulsing squats. Let me get to it with my timer and go. So here we go. We're down in pulsing squats. Not counting again. We are just working. We're just working for a specific time domain. And I will talk a bit during these periods of time because I want to help you kind of kill time, give your brain some things to think about for you here. And there is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So many dogs, you guys. 3, 2, 1. On up. Beast knee taps. We're going to go down. I'm gonna put my hands on this in the sand, and then my shoulders will stacked over my wrist, curling up my toes, and I'm just tapping my knees down, just like this. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Just tap, tap, tap. I'm really pushed up out of my shoulder blades, so I'm not sinking into my shoulder blades. Here, we've got 15 to go. I'm only coming up just a little bit. Because it's so gray here, I don't know how well you'll be able to see my knees against the sand. 2, 1. Good job, speed skaters. Okay, I'm gonna start on one side. I will be hopping. You feel free to step out or hop. I'm gonna start on one foot, and here I go. Good. So my proprioception system, my balance system, is going to be a little more challenged. I was a competitive beach volleyball player for a very long time, so being in the sand is a second home for me. As I say that, look at me getting cocky. Sheesh. Good. Staying low. I'm not stepping out particularly far because I want to stay in frame. I'm also on a weird hill, so it makes it harder. 2, 1. Good job. I know you can hear the boop, 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 because my mic is right here and my phone is right here. So 2, 1. Oh, yeah. Side plank. Sorry, everybody. I got sidetracked. So knee to elbow. My shoulder's right over the top of my elbow. And I am up on the bottom knee. To make this a little more difficult, I tend to always come up onto my elbow. I don't put my hand down, my stabilizing hand. That's just me, but you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition to that other side where I am now down a hill. Makes for fun camera work here. All right, and up we go. Good job. It's so beautiful, you guys. It's just so, it's Oregon coast. So it's not, and it's Pacific, of course. So it's not like quiet and tranquil, but for the Pacific, I grew up on the coast. It is actually very, very quiet right now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Back up to pulsing squats. Yeah, they're just like very, very low rolling waves right now. Here we go. So I'm really pressing my toes down into the sand in order to really ensure that I have full connection to the ground, full connection in through my pelvic floor. I'm keeping my chest and shoulders super tall. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, whoop, I'm counting too fast. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down to beast taps. By the way, this is the top of the second round. All right. Here we go. Curl those toes up. Get those knees close to your hands if that's what you're doing if you're doing these on the floor. And work, sorry. Hopefully you're hearing the beeper though. And that's okay if you're not. It's my job to pay attention to that. Apparently it's hard for me to film on the beach. There's so many fun things to look at. This is one of those long, wide beaches, as is what is so great about Oregon beaches is how long and big they are. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that's a fun combo. Speed skaters. Okay, get yourself ready. I'm gonna be ready on one leg. 2, 1, go. And go. You'll notice this leg, the leg I'm not on, is doing some counterbalance work for me. So it's doing some micro adjusting, whoop, like that. And here we go. There it is. I find I do better if I'm not looking around all the time. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Okay. And then side planks. Come on down. Here we go. And knee to elbow. You guys are awesome. This is the bottom of the second. 2 more rounds after this. You should be, a wee bit out of breath by now. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Here we go, other side. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Stay nice and long. When you come out out to this position. Make sure the hips are stacked. My shoulders are still over. Shoulder is over the top of my elbow. If you are finding this very difficult, again, you can go back to that side plank hip dip option that I was giving. Otherwise, if that's too much, feel free to just hold a side plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! That was bottom of the second, top of the third here. All right, 3, 2, 1, pulsing squats. Here we are. I sing songs sometimes to it's like a little self-soothing, I think I do. And 18 left to go. There's a beautiful behind the camera, gorgeous mountain, some foothills that goes up to a much taller foothill, just covered in trees. And it's at the end, it creates a point way out into the water. 2, 1. It's very beautiful. All right, we're gonna go to beast knee taps. Come on down. Curl up those toes, knees are close to the hands, shoulders over the wrists, and go. Just tapping, little taps. If you keep your shoulders, if you're able, stacked over your wrists, you will find you get a lot more pelvic floor engagement. Your quads will get tired as well, just from the position that you're in and the action of the quads. 10, here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, sorry, I'm going too fast, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo, speed skaters. At any point, if this gets too fast for you and you need more of a rest in 10 seconds, please take it to 1. Oh, just shot myself off the camera here. Good work. I'm pausing. I'm going to slow down a little bit because I'm apparently losing it. There we go. So now I'm controlling. I'm pausing, controlling, pausing, controlling. So that one was a micro adjustment. I did a little hop to catch it. 9, 8, 7, 6. In the real world, I want your body to be able to micro adjust to catch you from falling. And if you do fall, it won't be catastrophic. All right, knees to elbows, side plank. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Because falling is a part of our lives, unfortunately, but the stronger we can get our feet, the stronger we can get our ankles, knees, hips, the stronger we can get our calves, our midline. It's building, and the more balance work we do, the stronger we're building that whole vestibular system, our proprioceptive system. These are our balance systems. 3, 2, 1, and inner stability, inner ear stability systems. So 3, 2, 1. I've created like a divot for myself over here, which I don't want. It basically puts me downhill. I am still downhill. All right, here we go. Good job. 20 to go. Like I said, bottom of the third here. We'll have one more round after this. For those of you feeling sassy and want to go more after we finish that fourth round, by all means, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Top of the fourth. Okay, pulsing squats, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good job. And we've got 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beast knee taps. That was the last time of those pulsing squats unless you're going on. This is the top of that fourth round. So unless you're going on, this will be the last of each of these. All right, beast taps. These do get a little spicy. 20 seconds left. The good news is we can do anything for 20 seconds. That is the good news. And now we only have 12 seconds left. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, those got Bernie. Okay. Create myself a little lane here. All right, loading, go. Wow, good job. I gotta slow it down. I'm losing my way over here. Keep going. Oh, I'm stabilizing. Good job. I am staying super low. And I am just working. Oh, goodness. Falling apart is what I am doing. Geez, 3, 2, 1. Last time here. 30 seconds on each side. Side plank, knee to elbows. And go. The fog is rolling in. I grew up in the Bay Area. I grew up in Santa Cruz, and fog is a staple there. And it usually burns off, sometimes by about 10:30 to 11. Not always in the summer, but that's kind of when you can count on it. So for me, fog is very comforting. So I currently do not live somewhere where there is fog, or at least not coastal fog. So coastal fog, I love. So I'm watching it actually slowly rolling in. And go. Because I'm filming this in the morning. And we got 20 seconds left. Really keeping your weight over the top of your shoulder as you're able, and press up and out of that shoulder. I haven't said that yet, I just realized. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! If you heard that horn, that's the Tabata timer's way of saying we have completed the whole setup that I put in there, the program that I put in there. So if you loved this workout, there will be more. I'm actually about to film one right after this. So that one will be Body Blitz 3 of a series. I so far have I have 6 of these set up. One is filmed and out on YouTube, and then these 2 will be out on YouTube very soon after I edit them. So anyway, if you loved this, join me for more classes. They're free, and they're for you, and they're built for our bodies that are aging and might have ailments. My job is to make sure you have options and scaling options and modifications for those ailments. If you need help with any more demo stuff, go to my demo library on YouTube, because it has, we're building a more comprehensive library. Stuff is filmed, it's just being edited so we can get it in there. So like and subscribe, share with your friends. You can go to my Instagram or Facebook, Blossom Home Wellness, same name. Otherwise, I hope to see you in another workout. Thanks so much for joining me in this beautiful beach workout.